Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers, and getting listeners back again with another episode talking Brew Crew like we do here every day on the Miller Park Minute. We've got some good, some bad, some downright ugly, some scores to check, some articles to go through, some trade talk, just to name a few things on today's episode of the Miller Park Minute. And as always, we're going to go through the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. This episode is presented by SeatGeek. They are presenting sponsored $20 off your first ticket purchase with the code MillerParkMinute at SeatGeek.com. Our show is on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Rumble, just to name a few. YouTube, of course. We record our show every night. So we talk fresh content every day. You can join us on Facebook and Twitter. Excuse me. A second. That being said, I don't have a cough button. Actually, maybe I do. I don't know. That being said, you can also support us at patreon.com/MillerParkMinute. It's like basically tipping. You can also join below. Just support the content that I do if you feel so obliged. I would appreciate it. So every morning 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time is our upload time. Smash that like button. Share this video with your friends. If you got Brewers friends that are looking for good content, positive content, come here to the Miller Park Minute first. So that being said, we got not so positive discussion to be had today, but let's always remember the positives. Let's talk about it as we like to do. Okay, so first and foremost, we are still in first place. We are 55-45. We are above the Reds. Still, we'll go over the Reds and the scores around the NL Central in just a little bit. But we did lose today to the Braves. All right, so we're going to break right into it. The good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The good is the Brewers fought hard through this series. This is not a series where we can be like, oh, see, the Braves kicked our butts. No, the Braves, we contended. We played well with the Braves. And if it weren't for Elvis Perguro having a bad outing, which they happen, we would have won this game. We could have won this game. So, I mean, a 3-run home run given up late, it happens. So that being said, I mean, 29 consecutive scoreless innings for our bullpen. That is a huge number. I got little natty bugs because my lights were on and I opened the balcony door. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's the tough part. I mean, we had 7 hits. Again, the 2 runs on 7 hits, bad. Obviously, that's always a bad. I'll point that out every time. Our 7 hits with 2 runs with 7 hits is always a bad thing. It's always bad when your hits and your runs are so far apart, when there's a wide margin. But all in all, I mean, playing this good against one of the best teams in baseball is good stuff to see. Turing had a home run today off of Elder. Got to see Frelick batting in cleanup spot. That was kind of interesting. 1 for 3 for him today, so he's no longer batting 1,000. 667 after 2 games. But there's going to be adjustments. I mean, the same happened with Joey Wiemer. The same happened with Turing. Turing got sent down for a little bit. You're going to see these guys come up and come down. So, I mean, that doesn't go terribly for us, but it just, you take a beat. I mean, Christian Yelich went 2 for 4 today. He continues his hitting ways. He's climbed his batting average up to 288, so still positive. He's celebrating 10 years of Major League service, so that's a huge thing. He's reached the big 10-0 number. Tehran was actually part of the good today. Quality outing for Tehran. He's actually had 5 quality outings. And a quality outing, just to give you the definition once again, because I love this stat, quality outing is 6 innings, 3 hits, or 3 or fewer runs. So he had a quality outing. He gave up 3 hits, 1 run, one of which was earned, and he struck out 5, one of which was a home run. All right, so Milner did 2/3 innings today, struck out 1. And then Uribe came in, got the other third of that inning. Ellis Perguo is where all the damage was done. 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 long ball. That's the downright ugly. That's what cost us the game. And then Mejia was scoreless. So outside of that 1 bad inning from Ellis Perguo, who's been pretty locked down otherwise. I mean, his ERA is 3.38. I mean, he's not terrible. Hasn't been terrible. Blip in the road. Fluke game. Not bad. And it's not like we're out hit by the Braves either. The Braves are a hard-hitting team, and that's one of the things people keep talking about when the Braves came to town is, oh, they're a hard-hitting team. And they're first in the NL East, and, well, that's a tougher division. Sure it is. It is. But at the same point in time, we both had 7 hits. Just the run column was a little short. So good series. I can't complain. We took 1 of 3. A lot better than you kind of hope that you can play with the best in baseball. I'd like to actually see where we rank in the power rankings after this week, because we did take that series with the Phillies. We played good against Cincinnati. Of course, guess who we're going back to play tomorrow, Monday night. Starts the final 3-gamer with the Cincinnati Reds. Then we got the Braves after that. So just kind of works out that way, right? It's how she goes sometimes. So tomorrow night we got Ray versus Ashcraft on the mound. Tuesday night we got Burns versus Abbott. And Peralta versus Lively. So we get to finish up with them, maybe hopefully add to our season lead, gain some games in the division. That would be great. Right now we are only 0.5 ahead, but that goes without saying that we could obviously make some true gains. We're 6.5 above the Cards. Oof. Almost said the Cards. The Cards are sneaking up. The Cubs. The Cards are 11 back, and Pittsburgh's 11.5, down in the bottom. So let's talk about the scores real quick and who won and lost today. Cincinnati 7-2-3 over the D-backs. The Cubs and Cards faced off in their final matchup. 7-2 was the score there. Cubs on top. The Pirates lost to the Angels today. And, of course, we lost to the Braves. So that covers the NL Central scoreboard. The one thing I did want to say, though, this is so far in the month of July. I know we've got 6 games left in the month of July, but this is actually our first time we have lost a series in the month of July. So that just shows what brand of baseball we're playing. We're in that second part of the season mode, and we're really locked on. I think, seeing a guy like Selfridge come up this weekend was a huge benefit. To add some pop, some spark. You got Yeli kind of kicking off, doing really well. Guys, I think we are just the best is yet to come. And I've been talking hard about it. I've been making different content for the short form platforms, and I'm going to keep popping positive content. I am on a mission to take over the airwaves in positive form, in positive light. So you can see my content. Go over to Brew Fanatic. There's a new video over there called the Window. and it's called The Window is Wide Open. Actually, they renamed it for me. But good stuff there. Right now, we're hanging with the best in baseball, and I think that is one of the biggest things to say. We got the trade deadline coming up. There's rumors of buzzing. Mets are saying Max and Verlander are going to be available. I heard Blake Snell and Josh Hader are available. And I'm not saying we need to go out and get those players. Dream wish, I'd love to see Justin Verlander pitch for the Milwaukee Brewers, but I know that may not happen as well. I'm not totally delusional. But it is time to watch the trade watch. I talked about a few different trade things last week. I'm going to talk more and more about trade topics and things of that nature. I don't think we're going to see there's an update on Ashby. We already talked about that. Miley, I can't wait to get Burns back. Get Woodruff back, Miley, Burns, the whole rotation healthy. See what else we can add along the way. These are big pieces. This is exciting times for the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm gonna ask a question today. If you've gotten to this point in this episode, I'd like you to just give me a brief idea of how long you like to listen to an episode. If these half-hour ones work, these 10-minute ones. I kind of try and vary it up because I know everybody has different amounts of times available, but I'd like to definitely hear from you guys as to how long you like each episode, how much content you like packed in. It's important to me to give you kind of the best of the both worlds. So Churio did come up through AA. This weekend, AA is obviously taking a little bit back burner to obviously the big call up of the weekend, but that was kind of a good thing. You're seeing him rip his way through the minors. A lot of talk about that Mizorowski kid as well. Again, these guys are prospects. I'm excited for Frelick because he is now in the show. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't too excited before he was in the show, but now that he's here, I'm glad. Like, it's adding a bat to the lineup. It's adding what could be a good piece for years to come. So let's make sure to bring that up. I'm excited for Brewers baseball, Brewers playoff push. This is exactly what we were looking for, guys. I want to see where the power rankings. We'll do power rankings tomorrow night because that's when most of them should be updated. I did kind of look at where we were for power rankings, and I didn't really see any kind of adjustments yet. So we'll cover more and more as we go here. Just a little summation. Christian Yelich is still lighting up every category, with the exception of the home runs. As far as the leaderboard goes, I know we talk about it a lot, but it's important. Corbin is still lighting up every category except for saves on the pitching leaderboard. So that being said, guys, that's tonight's episode. I appreciate you. We're going to become more hard-hitting. We're going to do more stats, more episodes, more short-form content. I got a couple exclusive episodes that aren't podcast form, that aren't this long form, that aren't going to be on the podcast platform. They're just going to be strictly to YouTube. So make sure you check the YouTube channel, check the socials. Keep up with me. Big shout-out to Bill in Milwaukee. Big shout-out to Richard and Pablo, of course, as always, all the old G's. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll get you in the next episode, guys. Thank you. Go Brew Crew. Let's get them tomorrow.